at least, 6 to 8 years, I guess it is.
I think longer than that. It's been a while.
Yeah, actually, I'm sure you're right. But anyway, let's start with this. My name is Bob Friedenthal. I'm the owner of mycity.com. And I'd like to introduce Bill Gross. So why don't we start with your contact information?
Sure. So I'm Bill Gross. I'm a real estate broker in Los Angeles. If you want to call me directly, my direct phone, 310-210-0008, 310-210-0008. And I'm on most social media as Bill Gross EXP. So on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn as Bill Gross EXP.
Do you have an email address you want to provide?
Sure. Bill at the LAProbateexpert.com. THELAProbateexpert.com.
Beautiful. And that number, is that a cell phone or is that a landline?
So it's actually a Google Voice. So it rings my cell phone, it rings my desk
Perfect.
phone, and collects phone, messages and texts and such. I answer it most of the time. It's turned off now because I'm on the phone with you, but generally I'm available during work hours.
Beautiful. So let's do this. Tell us what you do.
Well, I mean, I'm building a real estate business, a national real estate business. My focus personally is selling real estate that's related to probate and legal matters as well. So I work a lot with attorneys and estates, fiduciaries on helping estates sell property at getting the best possible execution. I work with investors on buying properties, and then I also help real estate professionals increase their income and build wealth. But my activities are almost all focused in probate and legal real estate.
Okay, I'm making some notes here for myself. So that, okay, fantastic. What makes you different?
Well, I think that, like a lot of real estate brokers, I have a license that lets me sell everything from a small house to the Golden Gate Bridge. But my focus has been on probate real estate in California, and particularly Los Angeles County. I track every single probate sale that goes on in Los Angeles County. So I believe as a result of that, I have expertise on both selling and buying property, whether you're an attorney or a fiduciary that's trying, especially if you have a complicated case, you have a litigated case, you have multiple properties. I find attorneys who know a lot about the law, but probate's a very specialized niche. And so that's the area that I've developed my expertise in, where I can help attorneys, a fiduciary, get results where otherwise it's a very tedious process that will cost their clients a lot of money and oftentimes not get the result they're looking for.
And how long have you been specializing in probate?
I've been 100% focused on probate for the last 3 years. Like a lot of realtors, I've been in business for a long time. In my case, since 1986. And I've done probate business along the way. But 3 years ago, I really relaunched my business and really went deep and spent every day at the court for about 30 days. And I actually went to court every day until COVID as a result. And I believe during that time, in the last 3 years, I've seen more sales of property in LA County than any real estate agent for sure, than any attorney or any judge. Judges might see one a week. I was seeing 5 or 7 a week. And so I believe I've seen more as a result than anybody else. I also track now with COVID having closed the court down a bit. I still track every single sale that goes to the LA County Court.
Do you have a team of people that work underneath you?
I do. So I have administrative staff that help me track all the data. And so we literally buy data from different sources and merge it and research online and follow up the cases and the properties. I have a team of sales agents that work with me. They help me on my listings, help me work with buyers, help me show properties. And the nature of probate, we get property all over California. I've sold property this year, I think, in 7 or 8 different counties, from Humboldt, San Diego, Ventura, of course, LA, Orange, Riverside, San Bernardino. So the nature of the business, there are agents who focus on probate on a core group of attorneys for referrals, which is great. I've really taken the approach of really trying to service all of LA County in particular for my book of business.
Gotcha. Great, valuable information. Who do you want to meet outside of probate attorneys? What other vocations?
I think other than probate attorneys, which would be number one, number two for me would be if you're a real estate agent in this business or a real estate broker who's looking to increase his income or wealth, And in particularly looking to do it through the probate business, I can help you with some strategies and systems anywhere in California, really anywhere in the United States. I have a network now we've built up nationally. I do a weekly call where I get 40, 50 people live. We interview attorneys all over the country. I've had people from New York, Florida, Illinois, Michigan. So, but here in California, I know a lot of attorneys and can really help an agent, I think, build their business, their book of business, as well as build their effectiveness and their profitability.
Very interesting. How about CPAs? I'm sure that's got to fit in your bailiwick somewhere.
Yeah, I think the thing with CPA is if they specialize in probate and estate real estate, I can be of unique assistance to them. I think every CPA knows a bunch of realtors. And if it's just about selling a house, if it's just about putting in potpourri and putting cookies in the oven for an open house, there's a million realtors. And there's always a realtor who will do it cheaper than I will. But I think where my expertise is in being another set of eyes on the accounting for the CPA on a probate or conservatorship or guardianship. I think I bring some unique skills to make that attorney or CPA look good in a way that other realtors don't even know that there's such a thing.
That's so fascinating. Yeah, it's definitely a major learning curve to get into what you're doing.
It's a unique niche because I see CPAs will take on, a large trust or conservatorship accounting, and it sounds like, well, it's just accounting. What can it be? It's the nature of the people that's different. And so I do refer business out to a couple of different CPAs I have, this year, and some have, they've done well, and others really need me to help them, getting the material from the customer, helping the customer. Oftentimes the conservative or the administrator isn't sophisticated like the rest of their clients. And so, we're used to dealing with those people in our practice. So I can really help an attorney or a CPA who has a conservatorship, guardianship, or a complicated probate case get better results.
Gotcha. Very interesting stuff. So I asked this question, you relatively answered it. I said, where do you sell? Are there any state restrictions that you have?
So I think that one of the unique, changes, because of COVID and technology, is all businesses are being, I think, nationalized. If you think about the restaurant business, right, more and more you have national chains that are tough competition for local businesses, and you have consolidation in so many different industries. Well, it's true in real estate. Whereas in the past, there were these national and international franchises, but really each company was locally owned. I happen to have my business affiliated with an international company where I literally can do business with one license all around the world, including about 15 or 18 countries, and opening about 3 a quarter. So nationally, I do business, and probate works well that way because you'll get a case where the person owns property, say here and in Arizona, or here and Nevada, or New York and Florida is a common one. And because I'm with a national company, we can be a one-stop shop for the attorney, and I can put my team together to help with the properties in the various states. So the truth is, and then also for the agents and the brokers, I can help agents across the country, and I'm looking for partners in those other states to work with to help us build a business together. So definitely, I would say I can do business nationally, both as my own book of business, but also if you're a real estate agent in those areas, or somebody who wants to increase their business or the profitability, I can help with any real estate agent across the country.
Is this all residential?
Again, interesting question. The company I'm affiliated with, again, our model has been primarily residential, but about a year ago, we launched the commercial division, and it's been exploding as well. And so for an agent who uses CoStar or more sophisticated commercial techniques, we hired on some of the top executives from competing national companies. But because we have a one company national or even international format, which is unique in the industry, we're attracting more and more commercial agents. So again, if you're interested in either your own book of business, or you're interested in building up a business by recruiting and taking advantage of this platform, I'd love to talk to you.
Beautiful. That's beautiful. Do you refer business? I think I would know that answer.
Yeah, I do all the time to different people. I mean, I tell people I'm a one-stop shop for real estate problems. So either if I can't help you, I'll find somebody who can. So I'm constantly looking for good partnerships to help my clients. And then it'd be nice to get business back, but sometimes the first job is to make sure your client's taken care of. So that's what I focus on.
So on a scale of 1 to 5, would you put yourself at a 5? Sure you would.
5 as far as
just the scale.
A scale of what though? What am I, as far as my ability
Like
to
a rating scale, how much you refer business. If you were asked,
Oh,
yeah,
I mean, I don't refer as much as I'd like to, but I do more and more all the time. And I think that I know I've referred some good business to CPAs in particular, attorneys in particular, probate attorneys, trust attorneys, attorneys who do evictions, attorneys who do partition actions, litigation attorneys, divorce attorneys. So I'm sure I put business in all those people's hands here in the last year.
okay. So I'm going to give you a 5, whether you like it or not.
Okay. I'm not sure how to rate myself, but okay, I'll take that.
Well, you also mentioned that this year's been the best year of your career,
By
right?
far. Yeah. In sales
Far?
for sure.
Yeah, that's very
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. I mean, it's been, in some ways, it's been easier than ever to sell houses. I think clients are acclimated. Even my most difficult client to get, I had one holdout who didn't want to sign electronically. I finally got him on board to sign it electronically. And so, whereas in the old days, they have to drive their house, it's an hour away and drive back. And not that I mind spending time with a client, but to avoid the driving time has been fantastic. So, I've closed 42 sides in the last 12 months, which has been phenomenal. I'd never done 20 before.
Whoa, wow, that's amazing stuff.
Mm.
This is a question, and not everybody really understands it. When you meet with people, do you have trigger questions that you ask? Do you know anybody that? Do you use that?
I don't. I think that I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm saying that I believe your marketing has to be authentic to who you are.
Okay.
And I've got to a point in my career now where I want to talk to people who want to talk to me. And so if you don't think to send them to me, if you don't think you need to, I'm busy enough, where I'm not looking for necessarily more connections. I'm definitely looking for more connections of people who want to work with me that I can help and create value for and can create value for my clients.
It's all about relationships.
Yeah. So my marketing right now is all focused on education and trying to be of value to other people. And then I have enough people as a result of that who come to me and say, hey, can you help me with this problem or that problem? Or I know somebody who would like to work with you. And I spend my time on that more than actually outbound. I think particularly in real estate, too many agents spend too much time telling the world how good they are and not enough time being good or getting better. And I'd rather spend my time getting better than asking for referrals that I may or may not be able to service.
No, I hear you. I hear you. I'm all ears to this. Do you belong to any networking groups?
Not formally. I mean, I go to certain meetings that are real estate investment focused, but I don't belong to like LATIP or BNI or any of those. I never have. I think that the ones I wanted to meet were filled. The other ones I felt were too focused on getting business, not enough about getting good at business. And I think again, that's just my own personal approach. That I think my goal has always been to be good enough that people want to do business with me. So like last night, I went to the LA Real Estate Investment Club. I didn't go there to meet people. I got a bunch of people I want to talk to as a result that I learned about, and I'll call and try to do some business with. But it's not about me getting every lead and calling every one of them and trying to shake them down for business. There's some specific things that each one of them that why I'm calling that I think we can work on together and help each other. And that's really what I'm looking for.
I get it. I get it. All right. So we're pretty much at a wrap here. So why don't we do this? Why don't you give your contact information all over again?
Sure.
Missed it at the beginning.
If you want to learn about probate real estate, whether you want to learn about it or you want to be a guest on it and help other people in that area, probateweekly.com is my probate Zoom call on Thursdays at 4:00. Love to have you join there, listen in there, see what I'm doing there. If you want to meet me, my number 310-210-0008, 310-210-0008. And then social media, I'm Bill Gross EXP. So Facebook or LinkedIn or YouTube, I'm at Bill Gross EXP.
Beautiful, beautiful. And EXP is absolutely exploding from my experience. So, okay. This has been great. Just give people a little information about me. My name is Bob Friedenthal. On LinkedIn, it's under Bob Holt Friedenthal. You can reach me at area code 310-736-5787. And my email address is bob@mycity.com. If anybody out there is interested in having their own personal interview by me, this is just absolutely blasted off, and I'm getting a lot of very, very positive responses from people that I'm working with. So, and oh, by the way, you can go to mycity.com. It's free to join. And we're doing a lot of stuff on that site. So again, Bill, thank you so much. And we'll catch you later.
Well, thanks so much. I know you do a lot and help people build their businesses, and I really appreciate the chance to talk to your network today.
Well, I'm having fun.
Yeah, that's the key. That's the key.
You bet.
Thanks.
You still on?
Yep.
Okay, so now here.